Okay. Uh-huh. Don't know if we are streaming or not. Hard to tell. Live. I should be live. Hmm. No, nothing. Interesting. Okay. Stop streaming. I'm a little bit confused. I mean, it says that I'm streaming right now, so... Okay, Alan Wake 2, the final cut. Awesome. Let me check this out. No, nothing. Okay, right. I'm getting a little bit of mic sensitivity issues. Maybe filters? No? I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Filters and then, like, plus compressor, noise suppression, maybe noise suppression, and then, I don't know, close, and then I guess I'll see what that sounds like. Little bit of mic sensitivity. Okay, this is me testing, testing. Maybe filters? No? I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Filters and then, like, plus compressor, noise suppression, maybe noise suppression, and then, I don't know. Oh, that sounds pretty good. And then I guess I'll see what that sounds like. That sounds pretty good. All right, cool, 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 cool. I'll just share this in, like, my Discord or something. Chilling, Alan Wake 2, the final cut stream, and then we'll see if anyone joins. But no one has to be honest. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. And then I'll turn this up as well. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look and see if that's working. Little bit. It's just a vibe. And then I'll turn this up as well. Let's see. Okay. That sounds pretty good to me. That sounds pretty good to me. All right, cool, 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 cool. Alan Wake, the final cut. Let's fucking go, YouTube! But I'm gonna go take a piss first before I start, just so, like, I'm not, like, peeing in the middle of, like, the opening cutscene, so I'll be. I have returned. I have returned from peeing. Let's see if we have any viewers. I doubt it, but we'll see. Got it. Got it. And oh shit, we do have a viewer, a viewer, a very important viewer in the form of Split Chain, who is a scholar and a gentleman, from what I understand. A scholar and a gentleman. Sorry, I'm just being paranoid. I'm gonna check one more time that this is working live. And oh shit, we do have a yeah. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, nice. Here we go then, the final draft of Alan Wake 2, the final draft. For everyone that doesn't know, basically, oh man, I don't even know. Spoilers, I guess, for Alan Wake. This is the New Game Plus. Apparently, there's going to be a new sort of alternative story with an alternative ending, which plays off the way that the last game ended, which, I don't know if I'll talk about. I don't know if I'll talk about or not, but yeah, the final draft. And then, oh, okay. That's interesting. I was told that it would just be Nightmare. But I don't have Nightmare mode, so I'm wondering about it. Hard, normal. I'll do hard, I guess. I don't really feel like playing Nightmare difficulty, I'm not gonna lie.
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral.
Facts, by the way. Facts, by the way. Hopefully.
A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night." It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
Yo, me when I haven't smoked a cigarette in the morning. Look at this. Yeah, you start off this game as a fat naked person. I'm currently getting like a little bit of audio issues on my end, so I'm just gonna quickly change that in the sound settings. It was playing during the cutscene as well. I just didn't want to do anything about it. All right, I've changed the audio to mono audio, so hopefully that doesn't like break anything. Resume game. That sounds better on my end, but let's see if it's broke the audio on the PC. We quickly change that in the sound settings. It was playing during the cutscene as well. I just didn't want to do anything about it. All right, I've changed the audio to mono audio, so hopefully that doesn't like break anything. Resume game. Okay, yeah, looks good. Maybe like a little bit like laggy or low quality, I guess. Streaming at probably a lower bit rate than I should be, but I don't know how to stream. I just wanted to do it. That's interesting that it actually reveals the name of those characters. I mean, they're not particularly important to the plot, but it's interesting that it does it. Man, aging is terrifying. Just look at this man. What no high school sweetheart does to a motherfucker. What no teen love does to an MFer. Okay. Man, what the fuck? I swear that it never bothered me the first time around. Maybe it's because like I've got it fairly loud this time. Can he not run? Or is it... What? Why can't I run? Oh, is this running? No, that's zooming in. Oh, you can sprint by toggling. Okay, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Now that is a posture. That is He got his booty out. He's presenting. He's like a dog. He's like a dog presenting to another dog. You can fuck me in the butt if you want. Whoa, shit.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Alright, here we go. Okay, I was being pretty quiet because the cutscene was playing, and it's important to take a grasp with the vibes that the game is trying to create.
Up by the trees.
Yep. Okay, well. There we go. Yeah, I'm wondering what it is that they've actually
I
changed.
think I hear someone.
Okay.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
I did kind of forget this game was so dialogue heavy. I don't even know if there'll be many opportunities for me to talk aside from playing off what other people are saying, which is probably a good thing, because that will force me to get better at commentary. What the fuck? Am I not
This is
supposed
not
to
the
go
right
that
way.
Okay, right. Well, that answers that question.
I have a case to get back to.
Yep. I mean, I was just trying to go AWOL, you know what I'm saying? I gotta follow Sam Lake, I think. Okay, can we get a move on? The walking pace in this game is so painfully slow.
Hey,
I mean,
over here.
it's nice to set atmosphere, but it's
Hey there.
it takes forever to
Agent
go
Casey,
anywhere.
Right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case.
That's right.
Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
That's right. We got a black woman in charge in the house.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm
I
Deputy
just didn't
Mulligan.
expect a black woman to
just
be in
figured that,
charge.
you know,
Well,
that,
you wouldn't. I figured they wouldn't let those darkies be in charge.
Federal agents right here, Thornton.
Yep.
My partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's
Is he
not
also
what
a
you call the
racist?
sharpest axe in the shed.
Right. Typical alt-righter. We heard it all, and now you're being reported to the FBI, which is us. I could use a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Yep. What? There we go.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not
You
that we
did.
have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
All black people. All women.
But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
Let's take a look
I
at the
want to
body.
see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay. Which is the introduction of the mind place, or not? Are we doing the mind place thing? It doesn't seem like I can. I'm pressing the mind place button, but it's not doing anything. So
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Well, bitch. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Whoa. The audio's just dropped for me. Why is the audio dropped? Huh. That was weird. Let me check the chat, see if anything's going on. Top tier content, split chain.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Well, bitch. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Is the introduction of the mind place, or not? Are we doing the mind place thing? It doesn't seem like I can. I'm pressing the mind place button, but it's not doing anything. So. Okay. The bitrate of this is very low, but I guess it's fine. It's more so just practice than anything else. Case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. Yeah. It's hard to replay this game because the simply because the tutorial is so fucking long. It takes forever to get into the game. I played this
Casey.
kind of recently as well.
You're putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am.
That's right. I'm looking
You've
at all
cracked
these
cases
newspaper
that had the rest of
articles.
us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
I'm not necessarily convinced that you could retire as a policeman after doing it for X amount of years
Stairs are out.
and like
You okay to jump down?
find a kind of
I'm not
happiness.
that old.
But I've met retired policemen actually. They seem to get along just fine. But there is an interesting overlap between them and conspiracy theorists, which really makes you think.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Yeah, I just disagree with you entirely on that one. And kind
Not
of
a
a
bad
cut
place
position.
to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I've just understood this because like the whole area here has been cleared off because of the events that happened in 2011, and we have an old telephone booth here, which implies, well, it's old tech, right? It's overgrown, hasn't been touched. So there we go. I haven't been down these paths.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
I'm right here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Yeah, you might not be, because in the unreleased version of Alan Wake 2, which you can see the You can see that demo online. It
Now, this
ends
is the
with
scene of
Alan
the
being
crime.
abducted by an
We found him on the
UFO.
table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know.
Whoa.
Procedures and stuff.
To be fair, he
Thanks,
was
Deputy.
already kind of
No
bloated.
tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Yeah, we got a cock here, by the way.
Body is positioned on the table.
Body is positioned at
Ritualistic.
dick-sucking range. Okay. Ritualistic.
The Mind Place.
Oh, shit.
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
I see. I was wondering how she did that, because it was
The
something I
facts
maybe
are on
wanted
the
to try.
board. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Oh yeah, and these are all the songs, I guess. Right. Okay, consistent with previous murders, and then we gotta find evidence. Okay.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Okay. Bruising indicates victim was alive when restrained, matches other cases. There we go. We got this major chest trauma. This is consistent with the previous killings. Well, that's good. And then we've got a heart found near the victim's body. Well, let me read it.
Heart removed from
It is
chest,
confirmed as
strapped by the wrist.
consistent.
Definitely matches the previous murders.
There we go.
But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
Why?
More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Oh, I actually do remember why the straps were left behind. Although the heart, I don't really... this is interesting, the second playthrough, because I actually never really understood the cult's motivations the first time round. Like, there were so many plot threads of this game, I just didn't really understand why they were doing that. Who is our victim?
Who
Well, that's
killed him?
FBI agent
Need to find more clues.
Robert Nightingale.
Large amount of blood on the table.
Yeah.
The victim died here.
Really?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
I mean, to be fair, like, the victim died here. He might have not. He might have not. How the fuck... I mean, yeah, no, they might have killed him beforehand. They did stab him, actually. Although I believe that he struggled in the cutscene. I don't really remember. There's a thing over here, too, I recall. The beers.
Someone was drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
They spent time here. Waiting.
And then there's something else, right? I think like footprints or something, or like camera equipment. I don't know. Let's go back to the mine place and get this on the board. Multiple sets of footprints. The killer, right? Which indicates multiple killers. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. I mean, we already knew that because we saw the cutscene. Heavy blood splatter is probably the victim, right? Oh, you're telling me heavy blood splatter on the table is to do with the killers and nothing to do with the victim? Okay, why is that?
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers.
Okay.
Quite the party.
They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work? Multiple assailants present, messy scene, crime of passion, premeditation, question mark. What I find interesting about the themes of Alan Wake, this is a thought I've had for a while, is that like what you can see with detectives and whatnot, you're working with a system of logic. You know, things are either true or false. And the purpose of a detective is to kind of deduct what is true and get rid of what is false in order to solve a case, right? It's very left-hand brain. It's very logical. And that's who you're playing in this world, right? But then Alan Wake, he's a writer. He's imaginative. He works in the in-between places where logic does not actually exist necessarily because things are so subjective. And it's interesting, Saga being introduced to that world. Ah, there we go.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Oh, I can't do it for now. Am I supposed to ask questions? I don't remember. Hello.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I
didn't recognize
ran
his
into
call?
him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together.
No.
After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Never are. Never are. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't recognize his dick, to be honest. Alright. Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale. So, we've identified the victim. No one's heard this guy in 13 years. Why surface now? Where has he been? And then Casey says that Nightingale has went over the deep end.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
And now we're working on if it was premeditated or spontaneous, and the presence of beers as well as a tripod would indicate probably
They
premeditated,
planned for the
right?
murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
This question is not revealed by the game, but the reason, I think that I have some theories. We'll find out.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
I'll introduce anyone who doesn't know to Robert Nightingale. Robert Nightingale was a character from the first Alan Wake who basically ended up finding manuscript pages and came to the town of Bright Falls in order to basically hunt down Alan Wake, because Alan was writing about his life and then shit was coming true and it was not making him happy, right? By the end, he tries to like kill Alan, he tries to get him like locked up and shit. By the maybe like a few levels away from the end of the game, Nightingale has Alan in a prison cell, and Alan, sorry, can I use this? You can use this at the end of the game. He has Alan in a prison cell, and then he ends up writing a piece of paper. He ends up reading a piece of paper which describes him being taken by the Dark Presence, which proceeds to happen. And then at the very end of the game, it's revealed that, like, perhaps Robert Nightingale is the new host for the Dark Presence. So yeah.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Container, right?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
I assume he refers to Alan, but I'm not really sure. He was there too. You were not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. Okay, I think that does refer to Alan. What are we doing next? Case board. Okay, Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. Any more? Okay, cool.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Well, we just established he came from Cauldron Lake.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
What's
Sure.
this?
It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. Is that
Okay, yeah, got it.
an Alex Casey movie lunchbox? Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Why have you got such a shit-eating attitude, Alex Casey? What the hell?
I think I saw something.
I'm lost,
It'll only
man.
take a minute.
No,
wait here.
you lead the way. I'm completely fucking lost. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. You lead the way.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Someone moved the boulder there.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page
she
full
wearing
of text
AirPods?
on one side.
Oh,
Not a
it's to
printout.
communicate with
Written
Alex.
with
I
a
see.
typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
An invitation.
Would you like to come to my birthday party?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
The victim came from the boulder.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns. Yeah, Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. What does that say? I feel like Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? Where has he been? It's interesting that she has feeling as part of her, a dead end, literally. There is a boulder in the way of the tree. But, you know, that could be perfectly explained rationally. And then, what? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. Well, maybe someone moved the boulder. You fucking retard. Anything else here? There's a page. A manuscript page. And it talks about me.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay. Well, I was just there, you know, you could have told me before. Okay.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him.
Wow.
In his chest.
Okay, that's okay.
I must find out what.
Alright, I'm just gonna check chat real quick if there's anything going on. Nothing. Nothing. That's alright. Oh, maybe I should read these manuscript pages, because I never really did the last time, and they were an important part
This
of the...
mug always cheers me up.
They were an important part of the first game.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
So I'm just a bit confused about like the events of Alan Wake 2, which I feel like is completely fucking normal given this game. The implication that, well, the fact that Saga is also like a part of these events, and this is like the retelling, does that imply that Alan has created a time loop? A time loop that just repeats until he escapes? Or what? I guess we're gonna find out. If you are stuck and unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the Mind Place. Great advice in real life. A lot of questions can be solved by silence and contemplation. In my experience.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Okay. What now? Okay, let me check the Mind Place. Case board. Nightingale has something hidden inside of him. Okay, yeah. I was supposed to get that, wasn't I?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Rectal examination.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want
Okay.
the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Yeah, the fittest woman on the planet.
can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the camera, actually. The camera is kind of a mystery. Perhaps it's a metaphor that makes the ritual work. A camera is like a reflection of reality in the same way that Cauldron Lake is a mirror. Who knows? Who knows?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers
Oh, what the hell?
reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
And there we go.
The
ladies
diner's
and
just
gentlemen.
up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hello.
The first bits of recording that I ever did properly in my life was
Any good finds?
I'm gonna go check something out.
actually
Be right back.
recording video games on my with my tripod camera, recording my screen. So sometimes it feels kind of nice to return to that format, I feel.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
Yeah. Anyway. This is the sheriff station. Bright Falls Sheriff Station. And I believe that's a bookshop, but I'm not sure. Only like some of the buildings in this town are like actually open. And if you try to go into these places which say do not enter, well, you're not supposed to enter them.
I can't leave here yet. Lots of work left to do.
Lots of work left to do. Man. Very patriotic town. Ah. Oh, there it is. Does it? I mean, I guess eventually. Oh my god, these fucking dogs. I'm gonna actually put a bullet in one. And there's a road closed.
Pretty nice day to be working outside.
I guess.
I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty.
Hmm.
This is where the action is.
Yeah, and there's just a bunch of these people in this fucking game, these literal window lickers, who will do this for hours, and it makes... Listen to that. Oh, now the sound isn't play. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yo. Can I go in here? Oh, I didn't know about this area. I've never explored this part.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now why'd you
The
go and do
passage
that?
of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
What the fuck?
So, how have you been? I hear things are looking up for you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's correct. My efforts are being rewarded in abundance.
How lovely. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
As am I of you.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. I feel like that's a Twin Peaks reference or
another
something.
lunchbox.
Oh shit. What's this say? You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunk boxes. Thank goodness for the internet. That's kind of fucking soy jack. Soy jack Reddit post. Women and man. What's this? Grand reopening. The Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We are sure you'll find this playful for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park. Okay.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Hello.
Welcome to Bright Falls.
Yep.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee.
Cheers.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
I like your hat.
I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Okay,
Your
fella.
deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Man, I would fucking kill for some pie right now. I just ate as well, but I didn't eat much. I had like a salmon, but it was like...
Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
It was like maybe like 30
Excuse
calories,
me.
and I paid £8 for it.
I'm
Ridiculous.
Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
Yeah.
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Right.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why the fuck were you at the lake?
What were
It's a
you doing
restricted
at Pokemon
area.
last
The
night?
federal government
I'm
banned
alright.
you from going there.
True crime. We're here
Right.
for New York.
Yeah,
doing some
true
research
crime,
on a
like
famous
breaking
novelist,
into
Alan Wake, who went missing here.
federally
I was out at
restricted
the lake
areas.
Getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Yeah, no, it wasn't actually. It was a restricted area. Can you tell me what
So
you
what
saw?
did you see in the woods?
Did you see any signs saying no
This
entry?
Naked dude came out of the lake.
Right.
And he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us.
Well, that's just called
He must have
Bohemian
been on
Grove.
something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
You'd be
Then we
surprised. There's
heard
nothing to
shooting.
do.
We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives.
Really?
Like some kind of satanic cult.
Well, we don't judge. It's 2023.
Then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Do you seriously think you could get away with like that? That was so obvious. BRB though.
Good to see you.
Yep. Cheers. Whoa! We broke into this bitch. I don't know if you get like an
Hey
achievement
there, Mr.
for
Deer. You remind me of a
activating-
dream I had.
activating these Dias, but
Profiling may give me the answers I need.
yeah. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, there's a Bright Falls map. Oh shit! I think I've got to use bolt cut. You get bolt cutters later in the game. I've never tried
Can't open
opening
this with my bare hands.
Okay, I'll remember to use bolt cutters. Hello. I'm in the bathroom. This is where you meet Thingy in the first game. She talks about a Mr. Carl Stuckey. And then there's like a little joke over here about Coconut on the jukebox. The jukebox is out of order because they're playing Coconut too much. Also, oh, where is the... Okay, yeah, I've got to do this profiler.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Oh, I guess they are kind of suspects, right? But...
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Although there is no
Thanks.
use for this item,
This
I don't
could
believe.
prove to be helpful.
I don't think it ever does.
Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
She's so fit, by the way. Especially later in the game, she gets like more fit with time.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
I've known you since
We
I
all
was...
know each other around here.
I don't know, 14 years old.
It's been a while, but I
and you
never
you
forget
just-
a face.
You just
Or a
just
coffee
came into
order.
my heart
Guess
back
I
then.
just have one of those faces.
Yep.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest.
Got that right.
Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Yep.
Good to know.
So a bit of foreshadowing.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, you too. What a friendly, nice man. Can we get a move on or
Hey,
not?
what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
She's
Rose?
fit.
Yeah, she's a bit of a space case.
Married?
Always has
Question mark? Single? Question
been.
mark?
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that
That
my daughter
broke my
drowned.
heart. She came
She
into
even
my
knew
life.
my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible.
Okay.
Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're
Whoa,
ready to take
what the
my
heck?
money.
Oh, a map. Nice.
Have a nice day.
Agent?
Hello. I don't remember if there's anything of, like, importance here. I don't really think so. Like, maybe there's some items.
As you know,
No.
the investigation is being taken over by
That's
the federal
right,
agents.
bitch.
Sheriff Breaker wants us to
Oh
cooperate
dear,
fully.
I am a tourist, and it appears
being
that I'm
serious
lost
now,
in the
sir.
woods. He's only had a tour guide, also. Bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere.
Wow. Yeah.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition.
Oh, fuck
Dear
that
Diner
thing, man.
coffee
Because
thermos.
I tried to buy that and it was all out of stock. And I'm the biggest Alan Wake fan in the world, so
So we
like
share a morgue with the funeral home next
I
door,
literally
so
came
shoestring
up with
budget.
Mr. Door. I don't know if
I guess
anyone
you
knows
guys don't
that.
have that problem, though.
Don't have
Our
that
only
problem.
coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform
I'll
examinations.
red pill you
Yes.
guys on Mr. Door when it becomes relevant. But there is a story there to be told.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Can I go in here? No. Okay. Now we're getting to the parts of the game that I remember less. Partly because they're so dark, right?
Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient.
But I definitely have left to say right now because I'm at the
I'll
part
start
of the
with the
game that I have
external
recently
inspection
played through.
before performing the internal examination.
Yeah, he's still got a cock. He's still got a cock, and it's small and shriveled. Not at all bloated like the rest of the body. Perhaps the cultist put some sort of plastic bag over his dick to make sure that it didn't get any water damage. Don't know. Remains to be seen. Yeah. Also, cock is same size as ballsack, in perfect proportion to one another. He doesn't look to be circumcised, which is odd for an American. What else? He's very fat. And yeah.
What was the cause of death?
Severe cock
What other
damage, I
clues can the
believe.
body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
He put up a fight? I believe I might have found the
There's
cause of
writing
death.
on here. Can't make it out.
Well, not necessarily the writing, but like something that came
How'd they
before that.
manage that?
There also seems to be a large gouge in the victim.
They did leave something inside his chest.
Not his heart, though.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Hmm.
It doesn't add up.
Yeah, that is odd, isn't it?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
They would submerge it and
strike
then...
me as a tattoo guy.
It looks like a fucking barcode for, like, Lidl or something. Okay, let me go to... Not map. Not that either. Where is it? The case board. Examination.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Of Dr. Robert Agent Robert Nightingale. Agent? Anything to learn from the body? Well, he's got a big ass, a bloated leg. Cause of death. Bloated, strapped, victim was strapped, but the timeline is inconsistent with the bloating.
Think.
Alright, 2 seconds. I'm not very good at that. Ritual writing? Is this some type of tattoo? Chest ripped open. Is this part of cause of death? I would say so, right? Something was put inside his chest. His heart was taken outside of his chest, and there was writing on it.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted.
How did the killers write on the heart?
Can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Oh, this bit makes me poop my pants, man. This bit literally makes me shit myself.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Mr. Dorchek?
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Another day in white man's America.
It's dark.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Yeah.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Get out of my house.
Wait, I got remote. Okay. Actually, it kind of does make me feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. End of chapter. End of chapter. Okay, well, I'm gonna take like a little like perhaps a little dump or something. Let me see if I got any comments or anything. Just top tier content. Thank you very much for leaving a comment, Ken. I understand if you can't be watching. Yeah, cool. I'm back. We're so fucking back. We're so back. Let's see what this looks like. I've been streaming for about an hour, apparently. Follow me into the dark. Follow me into the dark, dark, dark. Follow me into the dark. How do I add like a media source? Oh, I can hear myself. Shut up, you fucking faggot. Video capture device? Add existing? No. I wanna just like display capture? No. I don't know. Media source seems like how do I add a freaking webcam? Window capture, VLC video source. I don't think it's that. Right. Text scene, media source. Media source, I mean, there's nothing that shows up there. Image, display capture. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really freaking know. Maybe like scene 2. And then maybe then media source. I don't know. So go back to scene 1. I guess I don't need a freaking, you know, I don't need anything, but wait, what if I go media source, right? Add it, and then I click on it, and then I click properties and no. Okay. Right, so I can get rid of media source then, potentially. Yes. Video capture device. I mean, that feels like it is, right? That's my freaking... Yeah, there we go. Okay, there I am. Hello. Hello. Now I'm in the freaking thing. And now if I put that on, what does that look like? Video capture device. I mean, that feels like it is, right? That's my freaking... Yeah, there we go. Okay, there I am. Hello. Hello. Now I'm in the freaking thing. And now if I put that on, what does that look like? Okay, that's more personable, I feel. I feel like now you can get to... We can share more of a connection with one another now that I am in the corner of the screen.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just
oh shit
disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
I like this
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
It's interesting. I figured that Saga would be more open to that sort of thing, but it's Alex Casey that is. Is this the work of the cult?
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
What is this, an episode of
Maybe.
Scooby-Doo?
We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Okay, cool.
There's one of
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay, let's check the manuscript pages.
The autopsy room was a mess. Like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light. Lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them. Hurt the darkness in them.
Oh,
made them vulnerable.
That's so fucking sad.
I flick the switch. It goes click. Show me the clicker. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's
Well,
head.
they're not in that tone.
The
or
awful
inflection.
truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Maybe, yeah, the mirror. Maybe that was the purpose of the cameras before, if you recall that. That's what I use them for, right? When I'm doing my schizophrenic things.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
Okay, cool. Figure out where Nightingale went. We know he went to Cauldron Lake.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
Yeah, it is. It's a game called Alan Wake.
This is the case we must solve.
Right. I mean, I've already done it. And then now we've worked out where Nightingale went. He went to Cauldron Lake, and there's a place called the Overlap, but we don't know what that is yet. So let's go back to
The page places
Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Let's go.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two
The
handle
office
things
is
here.
down.
We need to get back to
Oh,
Cauldron Lake
shit, yeah.
immediately.
Officer.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Okay, thank you very much.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
Knew that.
Yeah, anyway. I thought that scene was funny. In my opinion, personally.
They're a fine pair.
I think they're fun and cute. No homo, by the way. Whoa, there's a black person in the police department. Frickin', he's not in the cell area. Okay, there we go. Locked him inside. Everything's okay with the world.
Held here long enough.
Welcome.
Something bad's going down.
My wits end.
Seal it.
I'll be right with you.
Let me out.
Yeah, nothing. I don't think there's anything going on in this room. Toilet. Nothing. Bam.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already
why
have.
Nightingale and his cult?
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
The backup never arrives.
Yeah,
Unless it
Agent
does.
Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Elderwood.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, I am going to take a quick look around, actually, because I heard there are new manuscript pages, so it would seem to me to pay to explore. Facts, by the way. Very relatable. Oh, can I not go in here?
Did you
I
check
can.
out the town, Anderson?
I'm not
Just
done
getting my
yet.
bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Waiting on you. Anything? Okay, yeah, this is my room. Oh man, I love music so much. Let's go. Why can't I get it in both ears? Anyway, that's fun. I always just get in a dancey like mood when it's just me alone. Let's see Alex Casey's bathroom. Has he left any poops in the toilet? No. Oh, please let me in. Housekeeping. Dum-ba-dum. Where was that? Where was that car? That one over there. The Sudan, I believe. The Sudan. Not to be confused with the nation of the same name.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer.
I don't think that was relevant, like, honestly.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
She sounded like that guy of True Detective there. You know, with like the deep, thick southern accent where we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. Hey yo, me doc. The heart. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Let's sort it out.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out
and I'm
exactly
not overly
what
fond
that
of that.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
Because if I was, then
Let's
I'd be
start
putting
looking for
all these
Nightingale where
bitches
he was
under
killed.
arrest. Because
The
they're
writer of
putting
these
my
pages
mental
knows
under
what will
great
happen.
distress.
Because they're behind this.
And now
Or
I'm
because they can
feeling
see what's
real
coming.
oppressed.
Impossible things are happening here.
Because I am a black
A
woman.
world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Look how beautiful things are. Oh gosh, I didn't really. You didn't need to get out the gun. It's just the sun. It's just the sun, young
I've been
lady.
thinking more about the cult of the tree.
I've been thinking about how I want to shoot
What
them.
sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
The one I'm gonna make when
My
I'm older.
experience,
I'm a big boy.
They don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I
No one
bet you
knows what
two
that
are here
is.
about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna de vista. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
I would be liking to do some fishing. Realistically, I would not like to do some fishing over Cauldron Lake, however, because if I fell in, I'd be trapped forever. So maybe
What
not.
is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic.
I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Men ja. Ja, kan du.